Hey trainers, welcome back to Pokemon Deck Check. I would be Pokemon.
I'm the Dancing Bear.
And today we've got another deck profile. Alolan Ninetales, Fairy. And it's not the one with protection from GXEX, right?
Nope.
So,
Different one.
is it a contender or pretender? I don't know, but the way things are leaning is Dragon Pokemons are going to be more popular, right?
They are.
And so anything that's going to hit pretty hard for weakness is definitely going to have an advantage, right?
And it's going to have the ability to... it's going to have
Whoa.
the ability to use the fairy charms.
Hit rewind.
I rewinded.
Well, I'm still working on my Naganadel Guzzlord deck.
Uh-oh.
I already featured the one, but I'm still working on my concept. I haven't completely 100% settled on a list, so. Are we going to do this or what, Dancing Bear?
Oh, my bad. You were talking...
Alright, so 4 Vulpix, and then 4 Ninetales, 2 Blitzel, 2 Zebstrika, Psychic Rotom, Frost Rotom, Dido. So, in case you're unaware, Ninetales has the attack for free. 0 energy. 10 times the number of tool cards in your discard. So, we play, I think, 15 tools. So,
It's a heavy.
it's a very, very heavy tool count. I mean, there's just not enough room to play more. Zebstrika to
It's 15.
get a bunch in the discard pile. Then the Rotoms, once they have 9 tools, they can attack for free.
And good draw.
So, lots of good things going on here. 120 plus another 120, so 240 on Mewtwo. That's some good damage. So, yeah.
Well, what's the second part of the attack? It may not be hitting 240 on it, too.
Oh. Right, so good stuff there. And, yeah. That's kind of the direction this deck's going. Free attacks.
And then, for items, there's one of the Ultra Beasts, 2 Dragon, 2 Psychic, 2 Ability, 2 Fairy,
No, that's
or
lightning.
2... Yeah, that's right. You can't counter other fairies. 2 Adventure Bag, 2 of the Great Catchers, 2 Poke Gear, 2 Lana Fishing Rod, 4 Giant Bomb, 4 Poke Comp, and finally 4 Acrobikes.
So you can see super, super heavy on the items. We have thought about playing like clay in this deck, where you discard everything except items. But we don't really want them all stuck in our hand, you know?
And we have a really thick line of Pokemon. And it being one prize attackers and a stage 1, you don't want to be discarding them.
No, so we scratched that original idea. But with Adventure Bag, it really gets it done. In a deck like this, I wish we could run more, but we just don't have the room. With the Fishing Rod, we can get back any item, or not an item, excuse me, any tool and a Pokemon to shuffle them back in. Dragon Pokemons are going to be super popular. I think you could probably cut these since you're basically
Weakness.
one-hit KO on the dragons, hopefully. But I think you could probably take these 2 out for something else.
You could.
But I like them. I mean, there's for sure no way Reshiram and Zekrom can touch you, and there's for sure no way Naganadel Guzzlord can touch you.
Or the Naganadel Dragon.
Yep. So, I feel it's obvious why the different charms are there. Psychic, all the Mewtwo stuff and Malamar stuff.
Abilities, because...
And then Ultra Necrozma, Dragon type Pokemon.
True.
So, a lot of value with the Dragon Charm coming up.
4 Professor Elms.
Mm-hmm.
4 Hapus. 2 Cynthias. 2 Lilies.
Yep. You want to be playing Elm turn 1 to get a nice spicy setup, and then from there, go into Hapu.
Mm-hmm.
Discarding everything other than 2 cards off of your top 6.
Run in a nice solid 8 draw supporters, which is seem to be quite common in most
That's-
of the decks.
Yeah, the Drachi builds have the luxury of playing 7 or less, but without Drachi, yeah.
Yep.
So,
And there's even Zebstrika for more
Yeah.
consistency.
absolutely.
Then for stadiums, 2 Shrine and 1 Wonder Lab.
Yeah, there's really no reason not to play this lineup of stadiums. You're not needing to grab energy, so Viridian Forest is not needed. So, yeah, I think that's pretty straightforward.
Then for energies,
0.
there are none.
No energies, folks. So, is it a contender or pretender?
It's got the charms.
It has answers to everything, folks. Zekrom's going to struggle
Yeah.
because there's no really charm removal.
It's got abilities that it can lock down. Psychic Pokemon, Ultra Beast.
Decks do have the luxury with the Great Catcher of being able to snipe around it.
But there's no GX Pokemon.
But eventually you're going to not be able to take enough prizes to just avoid
Well, they
dealing
can't.
with the Ninetales.
They can't even play Great Catch. They'd have to use custom catchers.
Oh, that's right.
That's the only way.
Okay, I see where you're going. Yeah, that's right. So, I mean, there's no way to really deal with it then, right?
No.
So, it hard counters most of the meta. Obviously, fire decks are going to destroy you, right?
Yeah, no Fire Charm.
Um,
But you have the ability and the Ultra Beast. So on Blessed Fawn, you can put the Ultra Beast.
yeah, it only runs 1 Ultra Beast, so I guess if we are starting to see a more heavy Cephalon field, then we would up the count there.
That, and they're not going to have enough energies.
But it should be enough because you have the ability charm and you have the Ultra Beast. So that covers the Naganadels if they try to just play a 1 prize contest.
Yeah.
But that only counts for EXGX is the problem.
They're not going to have enough energies, though.
So
They have to use Naganadel.
I know. I think if you get into a war between this and Naganadel, I think Naganadel wins.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Well,
You'd have to have
I think this wins.
You'd have to have 13 in the discard.
I mean,
You think so?
and they only it's gonna be a 2-shot war, and this runs a 4/4. The Naganadels is only a 3/3, and
I don't know about all that.
you got the fishing rods,
Yeah, I think it's close.
ticking time bomb.
I think
Well, that's not gonna do anything.
the Blacephalon matchup is close. But against a lot of the main stuff, I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and I think it's among probably one of the best 1 prize attack decks. It's definitely not going to be better than the Malamar 1 prize, but I still think it's on top as far as 1 prize.
Definitely something we need to try out.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, folks. You're not going to see it in this tournament, but perhaps in between this tournament and the next, we'll try out a few of these newer decks, and then we'll go into tournament mode, right?
Indeed.
So that's it for now. Till next time, be excellent to each other.
And party on, dudes.